exploits of Daniel Boone, the legendary American folk hero, pioneer, explorer. Yeah, they made a bunch of comic books off of him in the 50s when Western movies were the hottest thing in the world. And this is just one of them, beautifully illustrated. I'm hooked on these. You can read it at Comic Book Plus and then come back and check this. This is issue number 1 that they did starting in 1955. I give it a B grading overall. He basically runs his own fort in Kentucky and he gathers volunteer Indian scouters. And his sidekick in this is kind of like an 18-year-old rookie hotshot who's like learning on the job and tries to dress like him. It's hilarious. It's very well written. The first story is Doom at the Stake. It's a 36-page comic book. The first story is 10 pages long. Daniel Boone and Sam, the one that I was talking about, is captured, and they have to go through this initiation process with Chief Blackfish. As you can see here, that's Daniel Boone. They scalp his head to get a mohawk. It's hilarious. And they have to go through all these rituals to join the Indian tribe because they're captured, and he plays along with it to bide their time to escape. And they end up escaping at the end of it while the Indians are asleep. Then the second story is called Raid on the Socio Toe. And that is a continuation of this story. And he's back at his fort, Boonesboro Fort in Kentucky. And he's expecting 400 troops from Blackfish because they're tracking him down because they saw it as betrayal. And they're going to attack his fortress made out of wood, similar to like, The Last Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, how they have that fortress out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, they're attacking that. So the second one is they're preparing for it, and there's a small battle with a pack of Indians. And they're like, oh, this is the Indians on the way right here. Beautiful illustration. As you can see, that's Chief Blackfish right there from the Shawnee Indians. And so then the assault. Actually, Blackfish is honorable, and he meets with them before to do a treaty. And if you could see here, this is hilarious. He's like, just give us time and let us smoke on it. We must smoke many pipes for this decision. And he's like, so be it. None of our warriors will fight for 2 days while your people smoke the pipes and decide. Oh man, this is hilarious. This is why I love this. And there's so many like racial innuendos because it's like the 50s and it was more accepted back then, and they just speak like so crudely of the Indians. It's kind of like that cowboy and Indians rivalry that in every Western. It's pretty awesome. Let's see here. So then we finally get the assault on Boonesboro, and they barricade themselves in the wooden fortress, and the Indians try to burn them out. And what ends up happening is the rain comes to save them, and then the Indians retreat after a few days, hanging outside in the rain. And then the last story doesn't have anything to do with Daniel Boone. It's not even a continuation or anything. It's just a story about how the Cheyenne Indians got guns for the first time, and it's pretty terrible. I'm not even going to go over that one. But I give this comic book rating a B overall. Go to comicbookplus.com. You can read it, come back and watch this review after you're done or whatnot. And this was JBM from Mr. Creepshow 9. I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of comic books from the Golden Age. Horror, sci-fi, and westerns. I'm out.